But I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's
but
very nice.
you know, this one looks like it's how do you puff, ladies? How do you call
Shoulder
this
pad.
I tried.
But you know the shoulder pads are back.
Is it?
Yeah, shoulder pads are back. In the new Zara collection, all of the T-shirts have shoulder pads. So now they're back in T-shirts. So,
wow.
So, you know, you're right on track.
But I'm not comfortable.
You're not comfortable.
I tried ironing several times,
but
you're still
I
like...
love it. I love it, absolutely. Josh, do you eat fish a lot?
I'm not a big fan.
You're not a big fan?
Give me meat, goat 10, you know.
Oh, I see.
I'm not a big fan. But if I'll do fish, I'll go for cassava fish.
Cassava fish.
Oh, yes.
I see. Well, for those of us who love fish, the news yesterday about a 3-year moratorium on the new entrant canoes hit us a bit. I'm wondering how that affects the fish that we consume.
Exactly.
And whether or not we are going to still have as much.
Yeah, as we require. So,
yes,
I'm a big fan of, what's the name, octopus. So there's this one that I buy from, like, at Jolu. So when the close season, you know, resumed, she said she's not selling it again because now the prices are too high. Maybe if she's taking it for maybe 1,000, now they're charging 2,000, so she stopped, you know, selling octopus.
Wow.
And I don't even know where to get some to buy again.
I have always wondered why the cost of fish is so high when we live so close to the coast.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Even in Kumasi, it's not like that.
Even in Kumasi, it's not like that, eh?
Yeah, Kumasi, if you buy maybe tuna or something, those things, they're not expensive. But there's no sea in Kumasi.
So it's an
the irony, eh?
I see. Anyway, George, thank you
But before
so
I go, what do you make of Adwoa decision to apologize? I think everyone needs a second chance. But
Adwoa.
But we've seen it before. So we've seen it before.
Feel this more like a political gimmick?
This one, yeah. So again,
the constituents are not barging.
She wants us to go and do Somesha again.
Oh, Charlie.
Anyway. I don't live in her constituency.
Exactly.
But you know, her apology was not only to her constituents.
Yeah, to the party as well.
Yeah, to the party as well. It seemed like a national apology. Since it was a televised apology, you would have thought that she would have spoken to her party people and spoken to her people. But because she televised it, I guess it's for all of us.
When we were complaining, she was giving us
accent. Because when we were complaining, yes, everybody was complaining.
But she was still having an accent, locally acquired foreign accent. Secretary.
That's
what we call it. I'm referring to generally those who go to a brochure for 6 months and get the locally acquired foreign accent.
It was acquired internationally.
She's still used.
She said party.
No, but
it's not only party.
Roland, I can pull up a British accent if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
Stop there. Go and eat octopus. Stop listening. So this is the news. We'll take you through the lineup very soon. So Adwoa Safo. We'll talk about Adwoa Safo. Adwoa Safo. Secretary, and then what? Party.
But I like
because for somebody who has repented or shown remorse.
No, but that has nothing to do with her accent.
You should show remorse even in the way,
Roland,
because she acquired the foreign accent, immediately she traveled to America.
Do you know that there are people who naturally acquire accents? Naturally, it's not intentional. So they go to Nigeria for 2 days and they would have a Nigerian accent.
You mean there are people like that in the world?
There are people like that in the world who naturally pick up
accents. And
they are
in Ghana?
They are everywhere in the world.
In the world?
I don't blame her. You know, she's probably
one of those. Some are in Ghana.
Because she wouldn't intentionally say party. When you are addressing your
yesterday I heard secretary. I said, yay.
But that's the correct way to pronounce it.
What?
Secretary.
Secretary.
Yeah, it's not secretary.
The last T didn't come. The T.
Secretary.
Secretary.
It's not secretary.
Secretary. That party.
Yeah, party.
And no, we're war. Anyway, so, well, what we are hearing is that government is putting a stop to entry of new artisanal cane. That's what you're talking about, right?
Artisanal, yeah.
Okay. And maybe it's Howard Kumsin, the Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, made this announcement. And the move is part of measures to manage the growing number of canoes and control fishing in a way that helps the country's smaller fish stock to recover and be sustainable.
Yes.
All right. So this is it. I don't know what fisher folks will think about this, especially those who live in the fishing communities. It means that if you're a business that usually will churn out a lot of canoes and you know, push them into the industry,
you can no longer do that.
You can no longer do that.
What does it mean? But according to the minister, the numbers are disturbing. We have a very fast dwindling fish stock. Apparently, in the 90s, we had about 8,000, just 8,000 fishing canoes. In the 2000s, they increased to 12,000, and it keeps increasing. And yet, we are not producing as much as we used to. So this moratorium is supposed to help address the problem of dwindling fish stock. And she says we have to suffer now to gain later. The fisher folk will not be happy. People who produce canoes will not be happy. Those of us who love our fish will not be happy because already the cost of fish is quite high in Accra. If you buy olonka of the tilapia, the very small tilapia, the tiny ones, I don't know if they're supposed to be small tilapia or they are baby tilapia, the fish, it's more than 150 Ghana cedis, just for the little fish. And so I wonder what the ramifications of this would be if the cost of fish is going to go up, or if, I don't know, something is going to be done about it. We'll be talking about it this morning, join our this morning segment. So if you work in the industry, or you've heard the news and you have some concerns, you can call us and let us know what you think. But also, during our big issues...
We have Johnny Hughes.
We have Johnny Hughes, yes. We have Johnny Bites. Johnny's Bites. And then we'll be talking about your lady, Adjo Asafo.
Yeah, we'll talk about Adjo Asafo.
During big issue. I was hoping she would join us for big issue, you know, so she can explain. You know, she did say that she's going through some things as a woman and as a mother. Okay. And the moment she said that... in the tape? Yes, she did. Okay. So the moment she said that, it hit me personally, because I felt like, okay, because, you know, when she was going off a bit, there were some...
Was she going off?
When I say off, I mean when she was physically inactive. You know, when we did not know where she was, weren't hearing from her. There were some conversations on social media who suggested that the birth of her new child must have had something to do with it.
She gave birth to a new child?
Yeah, she gave birth.
To a new child?
Yeah, she gave birth. She gave birth not too long ago. So, well, if the news on social media is anything to go by, if the news on social media is anything to go by,
what are things you're saying?
Yes. So, and she said in the tape that she was going through things as a mother and as a woman, and it hit me because, again, we know women go through a lot when they have babies, and so when she said that, I felt that perhaps we needed to cut her some slack. My concern was the timing of her message. Because at the time when Ghanaians were calling on her to say something or do something, we weren't hearing from her. But very close to the elections, we've heard word from her. Okay.
And then also we'll take a look at the Electoral Commission. We're told, according to the 18-year-old and the lawyer that have sued the Electoral Commission, and subsequently, well, another injunction writ for flouting that, subsequently being sent to the Electoral Commission. Their inability to serve the Electoral Commission has raised a lot of concerns. So we'll talk about it. And Lawyer Jantua and the rest, and Eric Amakuchum will be joining us as well. Make sure you stay right here. We'll also take a look at the show we're expecting this Sunday, Ghana's Most Beautiful.
Yes.
And if there will be evictions, we'll take a look at it. If there will not be evictions this time around, we'll take a look at it as well. Time with the GMB 23 contestants as always.
And we're going to, yeah.
We have cash out. Star 439 hash. Star 439 cash out. And then we have Dewa 539 chop one. Star 446 hash.
So we are on a hunt for the best Kasahari president, for the Kasahari president in the country.
Wow.
The show that unearths rap talents. Roland, can you rap?
No.
If I gave you a beat, can you rap?
No.
Could you rap?
No.
Do you sing?
Yes.
You sing?
I can do that.
You can sing, but you can't rap. Okay. So the show to unearth rap talent in Ghana on Unia TV is, I'm sure you all know about it, Kasahari. It's on. We currently have 8 contestants left in the house. We started with 12 contestants after auditions in Kumasi, in Takoradi, and in Accra. Our 8 contestants are in the house now. They're asking you to keep voting for your favorite delegate or contestant by dialing star 713 star 15 hash as we look for our Kasahari president. You know the tagline, Chire will bore, Chire will bore. So DJ Phil will be with us in the studios today. So today we're going to have a party. You know, we're going to have a party in the house today, so
Hey, I just have postmates. All right.
You want to stay tuned.
There's going to be a party.
It's going to be a party after party. So we're going to have a very fun, info-packed show today. So you stay tuned.
Read my lips. Good morning to you, Guy G of Cantonment Accra. And then, of course, we have Mind Store on our stream this morning. Saying Adwoa Safo has disgraced womanhood.
Oh.
Ghanaians, let's wise up.
Oh.
I hope you're a member of the constituency. Because the way I know. All right.
Womanhood saying.
Yeah, I don't know. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. Don't me call one casa.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers. Simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Sister. Wow. We are Juma Raffle Coast.
Raffle Coast.
Wow! My travel man at on Quem.
I want to encounter
Madam for the TV. My yas of Betchem, best of Betchem.
Sir, Raffle Coast, ya cradia for fra upper a German so. A cradia we pay and I walk when you say, Obey we need 3 times because I had 3 chances. Ya chani maybe to phones, TV, and no, I may assure us what I'm for.
Really, you know.
When Nansay Espresso Suzuki, brand new shrine, and also that's near Yini Pabako. I want more 2 years near the Amano. Ye are inside. You watch it yet in Japan. A yes, 3-bedroom apartment. I want dental where your grand drawing. A year worth $100,000 US. Dial *365 *224 hash. No one send it. Into Raffle Coast dear. Stand a chance to win big.
Are you tired of dealing with toilet paper that irritates your skin and clogs your toilets? I mean your WCs? Wait, I have great news for you. Flora Toilet Roll is the game changer. Flora Toilet Roll is thick, gentle on the skin, and fragrance free, making it ideal to clean your intimate parts as it causes no skin irritations and or allergies. The best part is it is made to dissolve easily, preventing plumbing issues and clogs. Experience the ultimate comfort of Flora Toilet Roll. No more clogs, no more skin irritations.
You are a major stakeholder in nation building. Your voice matters. Start your day with us.
We simplify the conversations, break down the jargons and technicalities. We keep you well informed throughout the week. Start your day with us.
We give the leaders the mandate to govern our affairs. We have a responsibility to hold them to account. It begins here. Start your day with us. Good morning, Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the wonderful world. Welcome to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Start your day well informed. Start with us on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Catch Sunrise Morning Show with me, Johnny Hughes, Helen Apiambofo, and William Asidu. Weekdays from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 3FM 92.7. Your urban lifestyle radio.
From the heart of our nation to your screens, we present Ghana's Most Beautiful, a show that brings forth the stories, dreams, and aspirations of remarkable young ladies. Every episode unfolds a new chapter of discovery as our delegates immerse themselves in the culture, history, and spirit of their regions. From thrilling challenges to heartwarming moments, witness their transformative journey to become the next Ghana's Most Beautiful Queen. GMB 2023, Ghana's Beauty, Africa's Pride.
GMB 2023 is sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix, GTP, Techno Camon 20 Series, AT, Pepsodent Charcoal and Lemon Infused Formula and Pepsodent Natural Herbal Formula, Geisha Moringa and Geisha Black Soup, Key Soap, Bell Pack Tissues, Sankofa Natural Spices, Vitamilk, Deluxe Acrylic Paint, Nescofa Blood Tonic, Heaven Black Mosquito Spray and Coil, Enapa Foods, Freedom from Casapreco, Frutelli Calipo, Duffy's Health and Beauty, Obuasi Bitters, Nubnawo Mwankasa, Dragnet, Shalatem, Top Choco, Global Wings Travel and Tour.
Makeup was done by House of
Well, again, we're still on the show. It's a birthday to you, Flight Lieutenant Benedicta Adupaku. You are with the 37 Military Hospital, and of course, you're with the Ghana Armed Forces. And wish you all the best for the day as you have some great time. Please, let's have some lunch if you have time. You're a very busy person. And then good morning to you as well, Robert Coleman of Wembley Sports Construction Company Limited. Your father's birthday is today, and you're wishing him all the best alongside the rest of the family as well. And now what do we have?
Yes, this morning we're talking about the news we heard yesterday. Yesterday, the Sector Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture Development announced the imposition of a 3-year moratorium on all new entrant canoes into the marine sector. According to her, this is supposed to help address the issue of dwindling fish stock. Now, people have been talking, fishermen are talking, those of us who consume fish are talking. We're asking, what are the ramifications of this imposition for 3 years? And it starts on the 1st of October. Apparently, the stock we have has dwindled so much, even though we have so many new canoes coming into the sector. There are some statistics which show that we used to produce about 199,000 metric tons of fish. Now we produce just 20,000, from 199,000 to only 20,000, even though we have more than 2,000 new canoes entering the sector. So we're asking you this morning, what are your thoughts on this? And we're also going to be talking to the president of the National Canoe Fishermen Council, Mr. Jojo Solomon. He'll join us to let us know what it means for fishermen, this new imposition, if we saw it coming, if this decision was arrived at in consultation with fishermen and other stakeholders. He has already joined us on the line, so we'll talk to him now. Hello, Mr. Solomon.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome to the show. How are you?
No complaints at all.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us so early. So yesterday we heard the news about the imposition of a 3-year moratorium on all new entrant canoes into the marine sector. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think it is important. We've had deliberations and dialogues and collaborations and consultations, with the regulators, the Ministry of Fisheries and Agriculture Development and the Fisheries Commission. And it became more than apparent that indeed we need to do something about recovery. We need to do something about, turning things around, from dwindling to, revamping. Therefore, we bought into the idea. As far back as 2016, 2017, that's when we started the dialogue, because it was becoming very fearful. An industry that takes care of over 3 million, livelihoods, we cannot afford to superintend its collapse. Therefore, I think it has come at a rather good time.
But what does this mean for new entrant fishermen, for people who are looking to enter the sector? Does it mean that for the next 3 years, only the existing fishermen with their fishing canoes can operate? Or what does this mean? So,
absolutely. Anytime there's a new law or there's the promulgation of a new law, definitely some people will be disenfranchised. But we look at the larger picture and realize that, look here, if nothing is done about it, it won't be too long, even according to researchers and scientists, that our marine waters will become something next to a swimming pool. And therefore, we as fishermen, all we have known is capture fishery or the small-scale artisanal fishing. And therefore, if this is the way we should go, then so be it. We have to tighten our belts. You understand? It's unfortunate, but we are doing it for ourselves and posterity. You understand? Otherwise, the future generation will never forgive us. So I think, even though it's not good, anything by way of, regulation, by way of sustainability, definitely there will have to be some sacrifices here and there.
Okay.
So, it's okay.
How do the other fishermen feel about this? Have you had any opposition?
So far, no, because
no opposition. Okay.
Because of this, last year we had a national dialogue. We invited all fishermen from the four coastal regions, including their chief fishermen. So we also deliberated and have a common ground. And surprisingly, we built a consensus. Nobody opposed it.
Okay.
Looking at the dangers that lies in open access and to continue doing what we're doing. So I don't think that should be a problem. Fishermen are aware.
Okay, but how does this affect harvest? Does this mean that we are going to continue to get the harvest that we get every year, or is it going to dwindle the supply?
No, if we are putting this is also one of the measures that we are putting in place to recover the stocks. Close season is one. It's not a pleasant thing, but we all have to tighten up because the need has arisen. Now, this moratorium is another, because we cannot continue to operate an open, type of, fishery that anybody gets a canoe and then is out there doing business. You understand? Because the regulators and the researchers have done due diligence, and they are telling us that, look, the number of canoes out there and fishing fleet out there and the biomass or the amount of fish stocks that we have there do not match. You understand? The ratio is very, very bad, and if we continue doing that, we will totally collapse the industry. So, I believe that if we are capping it, then it means that we are going to see, coupled with the close season and the minister putting this ministerial gear directives, for the industrial trawls and this thing. It is all in an attempt to recover and revamp the industry. So I believe we may see the results, not now, but, I'm sure in the next couple of years we should be able to see the gains.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the price of fish. Should consumers expect an increase in price of fish moving forward?
No. I think in this instance, it means that now, we've capped it, so we are not getting more canoes chasing very few fish. So I think that by statistics, I believe that if now the canoes out there are the only ones who are allowed to fish, then I believe that the stock will start revamping, and it will become a demand and supply thing. So if the supply is also revamping, it's there, then I believe that it will force prices down. So it is just the way around instead, I believe.
Okay, so
my small economics that I know.
Okay, so basically, this imposition only has positive sides. The only possible negative side is that there will probably be no new fishing canoes in the marine sector.
That's not the only one. The other one too is that then it means that those who have been disenfranchised, those who do not have access, will have to go and look for another kind of livelihood or vocation. You understand? We are also thinking about them. We cannot be that insensitive to them as well. So they also are there to suffer some kind of loss there. Though I think it is good for all of us, for future and or for posterity. But maybe the minister also reiterated that we'll still review the process every year, see whether maybe we may not even hit the 3-year moratorium, or now I think our stocks are there now, so let's open it up for others to join. It all depends.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. Jojo Solomon. We appreciate the insights you've given to us. We've been talking to Mr. Jojo Solomon. He's the president of the National Canoe Fishermen Council, and we've been talking about the new imposition of a 3-year moratorium on all new entrant canoes into the marine sector. So there'll be no new fishing canoes. Only the ones that already exist and are operating are the ones that will continue to operate. Apparently, we had 8,000 fishing canoes in the 1990s. By 2023, we have 12,000 canoes in the fisheries sector now. And so he says that this new imposition is not going to affect prices in any way. We used to produce about 199,000 metric tons of fish. Now, in 2023, we are only producing 20,000 metric tons. And so this imposition is supposed to help us to address the issue of dwindling fish stock. And it's supposed to be all good news from here. Thankfully, there'll be a review every year, because one of my concerns was that 3 years is a very long time, Roland. 3 years is a long time, but he says that's what is needed to be done so that we'll be able to show up the numbers again and in good time. So we're asking you now to call us. What are your thoughts on this, especially after listening to the president? He's given us some good insights into why this had to happen. What are your thoughts on this? Call us now. The number is on the screen. You can call us and let us know what you think. I was concerned as someone who consumes a lot of fish. I told you once, Roland, I consume a lot of fish. Yeah. And so I buy fish in the buckets, the little blue buckets. So my fridge has different types of fish, shrimp, small tilapia, and all the others. I'm glad it will not affect the prices of my fish. We have our first caller on the line. Lover. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, Aziz. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. My name is Aziz Donla. I'm calling from Wa.
Aziz
Donla, good morning.
Good morning, Ro.
What are your thoughts on the issue?
First of all, I think the ban is not that much bad. But then my concern is that what about if the old ones that they are using break down? What are they going to do? Are they going to get new ones to replace it or what? But in this particular ministry, I don't actually believe this government for saying that 3 years. This government can say this thing today and do a different thing tomorrow. So for me, I want the minister to come clear on this particular issue regarding if a fisherman can break down, what is he going to do? If you go to Elmina, you realize that a lot of fishermen are there. And then when they are doing their job, virtually every day they are in the sea looking for fish. And some of us, for instance, for me, I don't take any other meat apart from fish. And if this is not going to affect the prices, then that's okay. Yes. But then, like I said initially, this government says something and do a different thing because this government is not trusted. You cannot trust this particular government, whatever that they are saying. They will have seen submission, also time and see, and so many other things.
All right.
And they shouldn't even do that and end up in corruption because these people, they swim in corruption every day.
Okay, Aziz, thank you so much, Aziz.
We're talking about fishing, you're talking about corruption. Aziz Donla.
Aziz. He's a fish lover like me, so he's very concerned. Yeah. But yes, Aziz, like the president of the National Canoe Fishermen's Council said, it will not affect the price of fish, or we hope it doesn't affect the price of fish. We don't see that coming soon.
I have this comment coming. It said if it breaks down, the fishermen have to find alternative sources of livelihood. Now, is President Jojo still on the screen?
Yes.
President Jojo, somebody said I should ask you, what's the science behind stopping the infiltration, or perhaps moving into the sea annually more canoes, and then having a close fishing season? What's the science behind it?
Though we have our own local ecological knowledge, we believe that too much of everything is bad, and therefore if we are confronted or we have issues of overcapacity, then the only thing is that you don't add more. You understand? You cap the capacity.
Okay.
That is that's common sense approach. And then again, I believe that our forefathers had Tuesday as a non-fishing holiday. Yes, non-fishing holiday. It is all about reducing the effort or the stress on the marine life.
Okay.
So I believe that.
All right.
We are talking about the same thing.
Yeah. So okay. So we have a caller. We'll take the caller. President Jojo, please be on the line.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Kwabena. Can you hear us? Kwabena, can you please turn down the volume on your TV set? Okay, the connection isn't so great, probably because your volume is too high. So please turn down the volume on your TV set and listen to us through your phone. That way, we'll hear you and you hear us. We can have a good conversation, okay? You can also call us now. The number is on the screen. President Jojo is still on the line. Roland.
So, President Jojo, so the viewer also wants to know if you close the sea, it still doesn't mean that the fish stock or the pelagists will stay at one place, because they move around depending on weather and the movements of the waves, etc.
But they are still in our marine waters. So if Nuwa doesn't get it, Axim will get it. That has always been the trend. They are a migratory species. They do not stand in one place, and therefore that is also not an issue. It has no bearing or connection with the capping of capacity or the closed season. You understand?
All right, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
There was a question also about broken down...
Replacement.
Yes.
I think this question even popped up. One of the media...
Okay, President Jojo, can you just hold the thoughts? Let's talk to this caller and then we'll come back to you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're welcome to the show. What's your name?
My name is Isaac.
Isaac, you're welcome. All right. What are your thoughts? Very quickly.
Yeah, for what they are saying, the moratorium they are saying. The younger ones, Ghana now, the young ones, they want to join this business. And maybe they have their own money, which they want to buy new canoes. So what are you doing about this?
All right. Thank you so much for that call. And President Jojo, in just 2 lines, can you answer the question on broken down canoes?
His voice wasn't clear. Can you please repeat the question?
No, I'm asking you about broken down canoes and replacement.
Yes. So the broken down canoes will be allowed to be replaced.
All right.
And the dimensions and everything must be the same.
Thank you so much for joining us and for bringing us all those insights. We really appreciate that. It's now time for us to cross over now to Johnny, who's ready with Johnny's Bite. Stay tuned.
I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Maybe, hey,
Why do you panic?
The way you.
All right. Johnny's Bite is on in a moment. We got some really good insights from President Jojo. I had